Have you ever met anybody that's memorized the entire Bible, word by word, letter by letter, in its original language?
No.
Right?
Yeah.
But there are people standing here that have memorized the entire Quran, word by word, letter by letter, and they have their chain, meaning who did they memorize from, all the way back to the Prophet, peace be upon him. That's why you can grab two Muslims right now, tell them to recite the same chapter from memory, and they'll recite it exactly the same. Then we have manuscripts as well, the Sunnah manuscript, the Tombabikh manuscript, even the Birmingham Quran as it's known, which is a few pages from the Quran that was carbon dated to the lifetime of the Prophet, peace be upon him, by non-Muslims in London, in Birmingham, in the UK, right? So having looked at all of that, 100% I believe is perfectly preserved.
The Quran has been preserved, we believe, since the time of the Prophet till now, word for word, letter for letter.
My understanding from the Islamic point of view is that perfect preservation means there is no change in any of the Arabic word for word, letter for letter.
Good. Right. Where's the source for that?
Muslim scholars.
Who?
Okay,
One name.
Word for word, letter for letter.
See that many Muslims have gone around with thinking that, okay, you know, everything has been preserved dot for dot, letter for letter, the way it was revealed to the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, with no variation or change whatsoever. So, you know, that it cuts at that general sense, which actually is not a scholarly way of thinking about the Quran. Our scholars have always known and have always described in our classical books variations and manuscripts, like, you know, it's read like this by Ubay bin Ka'b, it's read like this by Ibn Masud, and so on. And in the Codex of Ibn Masud, it was seen to be written like this. In the Codex of Ubay bin Ka'b, it was seen to be written like this with this or that variation. So these were always known in scholarly circles to have existed. But recently, average Muslims have just simply, without bothering to learn, they have just simply parroted a common way of speaking about the Quran and saying, you know, it's 100% the way it's always been. And they cannot imagine any variation. So,
in other words, if you were to compare two printed Qur'ans, you're going to see differences between them. And this is something that many people are unaware of and many people have heard but are not fully familiar with, especially those who have been exposed to some of our brothers who live in Algeria or Morocco or other North African countries. They recite the Quran in a slightly different way. Not just a voice or not just a speaking style, but also changes in letters and words